Hey, beautiful people, it's your girl, April Sampe, back with another episode of Veg Out Live, where we dive deep into your lifestyle. Today, we'll be talking to that dynamic duo who says, no more shopping sprees, unless we're going to the produce section of your local grocery store. I'm talking about Ruff Endz. But before I introduce you, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. All right, let's go say hi. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Veg Out Live on Veg Out and Dine. So I am so blessed to be sitting with my family, not only during this pandemic, but in 2020, and this is 20 years after you all started performing. So how has this 20 years been? It feels surreal, right?
Indeed. First of all, appreciate you having us on the show, man.
I'm thankful you're here. How does it feel doing this for 20 years and both of y'all still look like babies?
Amazing. Blessed. I mean, what can you say? A lot of people we know ain't lived 20 years. You know what I mean? So to be in the business for 20 years it makes me emotional when I really think about it. You know what I mean? It's a real blessing.
20 years is a long time to make hit after hit after hit, to constantly be on the Billboard charts, to constantly make music that everybody knows and loves. You know, for me, that's a blessing to be able to say, I know you. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
So within those 20 years, tell me what song is your favorite song and why? I'll start with you, Dante.
That's hard. That's so unfair. How you gonna say that? Yes, that's like saying, okay, over these 20 years, which one of these children is your favorite? Go.
My parents have a favorite child.
They ain't trying to tell you. But
me.
Oh man, it's hard to say because I love different songs for different reasons. Mm-hmm. One of my first favorite songs was Love Crimes. Love Crimes because it's the song that got us our record deal, basically. That got us noticed and heard and paid attention to by the label, or whatever the case is. It's something we both wrote. We wrote it with OG Pierce, which was our great friend, rest in power, who wrote the song with us. And it was a real song. It wasn't like about somebody else's situation. It was about our situation, and it was a real song.
What about you, David?
It would be a cross between the song he just said, Love Crimes, and a new song that we got called Why You Came. That's on our new album called Soul Brothers. Yep. So Why You Came, the reason why I say Why You Came is because, first of all, I'm playing guitar on there. Mm-hmm. And but it's a song that doesn't sound like anything. You know what I mean? It's a song that's not influenced by anything.
I can't think of nothing.
Because one of our favorite groups is Jodeci and Joe and all of these other, Guy, you know what I mean? And we love those records, you know what I mean? We do records that have the influence, which you can hear some of that influence in our music. Mm-hmm. But there's a point in the artistry where you find your pure self and your pure expression without any influences. And that's one of those songs, you know what I mean? So I would definitely say Why You Came would be a song that's just David and Dante. You know?
So speaking of it being just you, and also speaking of Soul Brothers, because you said that's coming from the Soul Brothers album.
Soul Brothers album, indeed.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people are saying, it's bringing you all back to like the original Ruff Endz. But to me, it actually mixes Ruff Endz, the original Ruff Endz, with like Ruff Endz 5.0, because it's kind of music that you hear today, but with that soul in it. So I love the fact that you call it Soul Brothers, but it kind of, it takes it to a whole different level. So talk to me a little bit about why Soul Brothers even came about.
We basically reconnected in like some old movie some old movie type crazy stuff. Like we linked up randomly in a part of town, and it was basically at the same time the riots happened. Soon as we got back together, we did a song called "Time for Change."
It's time for change, ooh baby. No matter if you're black or white.
With Freddie Gray in mind, and the riots happening, and trying to teach our people to love each other so people could love us more. All of that, and and it just evolved from there to the album. It just evolved to these songs like "Why You Came." That's just an incredible song. I would definitely say the album is a beautiful project. It's definitely a beautiful project. I definitely would love people to go and check that album out. It's on all digital platforms. It's called Soul Brothers. It's actually that poster David got back there behind him.
Well, the one thing about the project is that you kept pretty much everything in-house. So that meant that, and correct me if I'm wrong, you wrote all of the songs and you produced the songs. And David, you produced the majority of the songs. Am I correct?
Yeah, I produce all of it. I'm the producer. Sorry. So, no, I'm sorry, babe. So, yep. I produced the record and we wrote it together. You know what I mean? That's been our formula. That's been our formula from like
before we got a deal.
Before we got it from day one, for real. You know what I mean? I first got a keyboard, and when he first met me, I was on a piano. He was writing a song, and he came over and started freestyling. So
that was the link, baby.
So listen, there's something about Baltimore. So I have to say this: EA, woo! I've gotten so much love from Baltimore, and there's so much talent within the city. I know that you all have had an opportunity to work with other artists or even get to know other artists within Baltimore. What advice have you all received that was potentially life-changing?
Go ahead, Dante. You got that story, bro.
First person I thought about was Ruscola. Right, it was Ruscola. Ruscola is Scola De Niro, formerly of Drew Hill. He was in the second coming of Drew Hill. He's a friend. He's basically like family to us. We grew up in the same neighborhood we grew up in. When we were coming up, he had a song on the radio. He had it popping. He was on mixtapes. He was on V103. It was V103
he was on
in
the
Baltimore
box.
Back in the day. Right, he was on the box.
Beefing,
Let's
right?
get personal. Let's get
Talking
personal.
about beefing, right?
Why you beefing? No, we talking about let's get
way before that.
This is when we was kids.
Okay.
Let's get personal. Let me do things to things that make you feel good.
I was in the video.
Oh my God, that's that stolen.
I was in the video. I was in the video feeling real slick. Had my little blowout with my linen shirt on. Oh man, you talking about inspiration right in your face, like a hometown hero. Definitely got to give a shout out to Ruscola for that too, for being a hometown hero.
So we was definitely fans of him, and he was like really the biggest inspiration for, I would say, Ruff Endz. Like really, this is the first time I'm actually saying it like this. But I would have to say, like, he's the first artist that had us wanting to sing for real.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Outside of Jodeci, Ruscola was that one. You know what I mean? Because we knew him and what he was doing. We could touch him. You know what I mean? And we saw him on television. He was like, yo, that's his video right next to, you know what I mean, Guy and all them other people that was playing. Scola video was right on the box. So I was like, wow. It was I think I was definitely one of our biggest inspirations.
I'm gonna have to change gears for a minute. As you all know, I am vegan. Veg Out and Dine is a show that pretty much talks about your lifestyle as a whole, but we just want to always spotlight the vegan lifestyle. So that being said, you both are vegan.
Yes, ma'am.
That is a beautiful thing.
Put your V's up.
So talk to me about how you became vegan. Talk to me about where this lifestyle came from, because you said that you were from EA. EA. I have to do it every time. So if you're from like Baltimore, hood Baltimore, you're from a food desert.
Yeah.
So if you were brought up in a food desert, how is that possible for you to completely convert from being a person who only eats junk food for the most part to a person who eats nothing but fruits, vegetables, and as healthy as possible? So talk to me about this. How did this happen?
So long time ago, like when before we got our deal, we used to come to New Jersey. Before we used to come to New Jersey with Troy Patterson and coming up here to record and doing all of that stuff, I went vegan, and it was about knowledge, because I used to, like I do now, just seek after knowledge about what's going on around me. Right. What's going on around me, what I'm putting in my body, how it's affecting us. You know what I'm saying? Thinking Black people are getting targeted in certain food, just thinking all that stuff that people want to call conspiracy theories. A lot of that stuff is real about what we put in our bodies and how it affects us. So I seen this information on milk, how milk is, what the real deal is with milk, how the government allows so many milliliters of pus per liter of milk to be allowed to be served. Like, you don't know it. It looks white when you get it. Blood and pus and all that crazy stuff. And that was the first time I cut it out. That was the first time right there I went. And people was looking at me crazy. I'm talking,
I was looking at him crazy.
20 years ago. They're like, yo, you from Baltimore.
Wow.
Your family from the South. Boy, get out of here. I got family members that don't even trust people that don't eat pork. You know what I'm saying? So it's like an argument with people. It's like me trying to tell them some new exciting information I know, and they looking at me like, boy, ain't you hungry? Like, boy, you gonna pass out. Yeah, you better fix him a plate. You feel me? So it kind of went back and forth then. When me and David linked back up, we were both on the same page just about. So he was learning about it, I was learning about it, and I actually was already going in because I was having problems with gluten and stuff like that. So I started cutting stuff out my diet, and bang, it had to happen.
You all actually parted ways, and when you came back, you realized that both of you were vegan?
Pretty much on the same page. We wasn't fully there, but I was already organic with everything, and already done watched the documentaries and already making talking the talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was all, you know, when you get that information and you can't sleep at night, next you up till 4 a.m. And I'm sure you've probably been there up 4 a.m. watching videos and this about that, and what's this for the body and how that, and natural cures.
We had to get deeper into it because it's about eating organic. It's about detoxing your body, cleansing. So it was just more. It was more than just not eating meat or not eating dairy. So, you know, we inspired each other on that tip to go hard for real. You know what I mean? Because he was inspiring me to go hard. You know, it was back and forth. So I was like, okay, got somebody to ride with. It's gonna be a lot easier. And you know, it was.
It's easy when you got somebody to do it with you. You know what I mean? No, I'm just saying, but it's not always the case for other people trying things. You know what I mean? I think because thoughts lead to feelings, and feelings lead to actions, and actions lead to results. You know what I mean? If I need to change my results, I got to go back to the genesis of it all, which is my thinking. And if you can get, it was the information that got me to change. Because I tried things before in the past, and it never You know, just like everybody else. You know, you get that membership at the gym, you be like, I'm gonna do it this year. You know what I mean? But unless something happens where you get an experience, some kind of thing that creates a shift for you mentally, then you're always gonna have the same results. And it was that there's some documentaries out there that if you watch them and if you're in a place where you're ready, which I was definitely ready, because in my life I had some family members die, cancer, you know what I mean? So I was starting to think about stuff, you know what I mean? And I was hearing about this. So when I saw something online and I saw a documentary and somebody, you know what I mean? And that's how I began to get into seeking information, which led to more documentaries, which led to, oh my God, I should have never watched that. Because now, as I got the burger in my hand, I'm like, oh my God. And then now I feel, the next day, I feel just like they were saying in the documentary. So it's like, all of the information is true. That's why information is so powerful. And it's out there, you know what I mean? For those listening, those watching that want to make a step in the right direction, and that's been struggling with it, you know, get the information, flush your brain with the information. Because if you keep doing that, trust and believe, you can't keep doing the same thing you're doing. If you continue to keep the environment of your mind with that information. Because everything else on television with them burgers and them commercials and the sodas looking all nice with the bubbles and the marketing, that thing, they got that thing looking, you be ready to backslide so fast.
They pull you in, baby. Pull you in.
So you definitely gotta get yourself in the environment of the information, in the environment of people, you know, reading, you know, find some people online. They got the communities and all of that kind of stuff. And shows like, you mean what we on right now? Veg Out Live, you know what I mean?
Veg Out Live.
So, you know what I mean? It's the information is there, but as we can see, man, we gotta get up to go get the information. Sometimes you gotta spend some time to go find it, you know what I mean? And it ain't gonna come to you. So go ahead and get that information, man. Upgrade.
Very well said, but I want to take it back to the frustrating side, because I want people to also see that I want people to see that veganism has come a long way. I'm sure there's been a time where you've had a performance, you had a rider, and you said, I'm vegan. Do not bring me any animal or animal byproducts. And how many times have you walked in the green room and seen a big bucket of chicken?
A deli tray.
Yeah.
A deli tray.
Ham.
All kinds of hams.
Cheeses, all different kind of cheeses.
Or they give you a seafood pasta
I think
dish.
we set it out in the hallway. I think we set it out in the hallway or something like that. Salad, some fruit, like everything is salad or tofu.
So it's come a long way. So what has been your strangest experience on the road, not being able to find the food that you want or need?
Every time we touch down, we look and see what's vegan around us. What's out, all our vegan options. We see what's vegan around us. So I think we went to Wegmans, we went somewhere. He was like, yo, they got burgers. They got the Impossible Burger in there. So I'm like, you know what? Before we get back on the road, get me one of those, right? I'm eating the burger. And part of me keep tasting it and looking at it like, is this a real burger? Mm-hmm. See, that's the thing about being vegan that I gotta share with y'all, with the people watching. The information, you will absorb so much information in your mind. You'll get to a certain point where you might think you might be weak and you remember what you're about to eat, and it will probably make you sick just thinking about it. I want my brothers and sisters, I want the world really, but I love you brothers and sisters. I just gotta say this directly to y'all. I want y'all to just wake up and understand how important it is about what we put into our bodies. And meat is not the thing. As a vegan, I'm just saying meat, dairy is not helping you.
I always want to know, what do you feel we can do to put an end to food deserts?
Steve?
That's a really good question. There's so many things that we can do, but I think one of the main things that we can do as a people, because when we say food deserts, it's mostly in people of color neighborhoods.
Right.
And I feel like when we begin to come together and begin to support each other, we can fix a lot of those problems, you know what I mean? Because we are so resourceful as a people. Like when we go work for other people, like we do all kind of stuff. Like we invent the stuff we didn't get the credit for. Like we have built this country. Like, you know what I mean? We can go on and on, you know what I mean? But it's just the working together and understanding our value and using our value to redirect the value, within and redirect it within our own community. You know what I mean? Those are the things that's going to bring about, I think, major change from not just economically, but it'll bring about health and awareness, because it's just not about money, but it's about the value is information as well. You know what I mean? Because once we start working together, we're going to start sharing ideas together, and we're going to start seeing how this thing works. And then everybody's going to get on board. You know what I mean? And then before you know it, we've built communities are changing, like things are changing. All those statistics about in Black communities, we get diabetes and all that's going to change. But we won't have new statistics that we're going to be printing. You know what I mean? Because it ain't going to be that. Because of our diet, you know what I mean? So that's the power, I think, of unity and what we can do when we work together. And I think so many of people of color are beginning. Shout out to the late Dr. Sampe. Because of his work, a lot of us are coming on board to get the information, spreading it to their children. There's so many blogs like yourself, April, shout out to you, and so many others that are, creating platforms and sharing the wealth so that we can get this information.
Wow.
Can I add to it real quick?
No, you cannot. Yeah, of course.
Just to add to it, that's where I was headed at. The sharing of information. Caring enough to share that information with somebody so they could live longer, so they could be in the right state of mind because their body is healthier. If we planted and grew the food and the cotton for the clothes for this country, we could plant food for ourselves. I think everybody should learn about gardening, man. Even if it's in your backyard, if it's something hanging out your window, get the feeling of growing something yourself. Teach your kids about growing something, because our elders were farmers. Most of them were farmers. If they wasn't working in the factories, helping build this country, they were farming. You know what I'm saying? So I think that sharing information as far as where to get the stuff from, because we have farmers and growers that we can share the information that people can get to. They can send you food in boxes fresh off the farms in the outskirts of Maryland, stuff like that. So, I mean, I think it's about the knowledgeable and the capable people stepping up to give that knowledge to the people that don't know no better, basically. Feel me?
Yeah.
They don't know another way until you show them a way, most people.
Okay, so when it comes to the Soul Brothers album, I want to know, where can I find it? And then I also want to know what's the next thing you're working on. Dante, I want to start with you.
The Soul Brothers album is streaming everywhere. You can find it on every digital platform. That's every digital platform. I'm not even going to go down the list of names, but whatever one you like, 9 times out of 10 is probably on there. So, yeah, make sure you check it out.
So we are working on 20 years in the game. 20th anniversary album is coming in summer for 20. We have a new single called All of My Love. That's on the soundtrack for a new show that Ray J have. Shout out to Ray J. He's got a new show called Pumped. on a new network called Urban Flicks Network. So go support that. Black media, very good. Some really good names and really good people in the show as well. They got
yes.
really great cast, great group of people. So we got that coming. We got like 5 songs on that soundtrack as well. And we got, of course, the album, and we're gonna be on tour, man. We were supposed to be heading to Germany before the quarantine, so we'll be back on the road the end of this year. But we've got new music, a lot of visuals coming. We've got some vegan, some shows coming, some blogs as well coming. And so just stay up with us. @official Ruff Endz on Instagram and Facebook. And the new project is streaming everywhere. Soul Brothers is streaming, and the new project will be out this summer. So hold on to your horses, and we'll be seeing you real soon with that new music.
I love it. Virtuous Woman. Let me tell you why I'm mad about Virtuous Woman, okay? You all shot a whole video, okay? A whole video with beautiful, beautiful women from the Baltimore area. And I'm not in it. It's because I'm bald-headed, isn't it? It's because I'm bald-headed. No, I know.
We had some bald-headed women in there, too. Some bald-headed women in there.
A couple, several bald.
Why was I? Oh, is it because I was bald-headed and y'all already met your bald-headed total?
Nope.
No, I told Gary, I told everybody.
2 bald-headed women. Short women.
I reached out to everybody I could reach out to you about it.
No, we thought you seen the casting calls and was busy or out of town, because you know you
know what I mean, we know you
do things.
You doing your thing, Miss Sampe. You was on tour for the Lord.
We put out a few casting calls. As a matter of fact, quite a few of them.
Hold on now, but one of y'all said y'all spoke to Gary. Who is Gary again?
Gary Groove.
He's our music director.
Bass player.
Gary Groove, he's a bass player?
Gary Groove is your music director.
Oh, he's my music director. Hold on. Do y'all know him?
Yes, I do know him. He's our music director as well.
Look at God.
Look at God.
So I told Gary.
You know what? Now that I think about it, I know him very well. He's a pretty good bass player. But you know what bothers me? He ain't vegan. I'm gonna need y'all to make sure y'all vegan him out.
He been trying though.
He said he was on his way though. You know, he's been trying. He cut out red meat and all that stuff.
He been trying hard. Yeah, he cut out red meat. He been trying
credit.
hard. He been trying. He been doing his little workouts and all of that. He been trying.
You know what?
It's not easy for a lot of people, man. The programming is deep for us black people.
Listen, because he's a good bass player and because he's a good music director, I'm gonna cut him some slack.
Cut him some little slack. Some little slack.
A little bit.
Cut that man some slack. You know, we want to try to see what we can do for the public.
I'm so proud of what you guys have accomplished. I'm so excited for what is coming up because there's a lot coming up.
Indeed. One quick thing as well, just to interject. Shout out to everybody in the quarantine that's been reposting No More Shopping Sprees, and that's made a connection with our song, with this whole thing that's happening around the world. So I really shout out to all the fans, man, in Germany, Africa, London, Australia, just wherever you are in the world that have posted, even here in America, of course, all of the fans here, that's really breathed life into the brand and breathed life into the group, and got young kids that are now dancing to No More Shopping Sprees that probably never heard the songs before, but now they know the songs. Crazy. And they're reposting it. So we just want to send love out to everybody that's been keeping our brand alive and sharing the music. So
and also the remix, because that remix was fire.
Indeed, the remix.
The remix was fire. I'm talking about the remix. Huh?
Talking about Ghostface?
No. I mean, of course that one too, but I'm talking about the remix of Shopping Sprees, the coronavirus version.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's what's up. The remix.
I'm sorry, my apologies. That's the remix.
The remix.
I want to sincerely thank you all for hanging out with me. This is an honor, and I feel like, you know, I'm back home just chilling.
Indeed. We appreciate you, and we are definitely excited for the future. of your career, man. We definitely gotta work and get you onto these projects that we got coming out. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna hear some music with us soon, and definitely see us on the sharing the stage as well.
I love you guys.
Love you too, sis.
See you very soon.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Hey, beautiful people. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, make sure you're following Ruff Endz at official Ruff Endz. All right, you guys. I'll see you next week.